Welcome to the Jenna Em Channel. Today we're going to be battling with a Mega Steelix EX deck because one of our viewers requested it. Now I thought, my gosh, the Mega Steelix is so hungry for energy and its retreat cost is so high. How am I going to do it? I don't usually play with a deck that has such high energy costs and retreat costs. But anyhow, let's just take a look at what kind of deck I built. Here's Mega Steelix EX. I have 2 copies of it. This is the full art copy. It does Canyon Axe for 160. It also does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Pretty sweet. There's the other Mega Steelix EX card. It is a dual type card, as you can see. It's fighting type and steel. There's also 2 Steelix EXs with Wild Edge for 80 plus and Iron Tail for 100 times damage the number of heads you actually flip, so you can attach a lucky coin if you want to up your odds. I'm also using Registeel with Iron Head and Forbidden Iron Hammer, which is strong to Pokemon EXs, and it also discards an energy attached to Pokemon EXs. And also Jirachi with Diminutive Desire and Doom Desire. This is a card that I really enjoy because what it does is discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. The defending Pokemon is knocked out. And I said that, knocked out at the end of your opponent's next turn. It also has next to no retreat cost. And Diminutive Desire is good because you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put any one of them, into your hand, and you shuffle the cards back into your deck. There's also Magnezone with Magnetic Circuit. This ability is pretty awesome. I put it in to this deck because I knew I was going to be doing a Steelix EX and a Mega Steelix EX deck. What it does is, as often as you like during your turn, before your attack, you may attach an electric type energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So what I've done here is I've put a bunch of Professor's Letter cards into my hand so I can draw energies, keep them in my hand, and then when I evolve to Magnezone, I can use Magnetic Circuit to go power up Mega Steelix EX. There's 3 copies of that in this deck. There's also 3 copies of Magnemite with Sparkling Induction ability. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, its retreat cost is 1 less for each Magnemite on your bench. And as you can see, the retreat cost is only 1 energy anyway, so it's pretty much a free retreat cost. You might notice that I don't have the middle card of this set. It's just because I use Rare Candy, and that way I skip the full evolution from Magnemite all the way to Magnezone. All right, so let's take a look at our trainer cards. We have Professor's Letter, Escape Rope, Level Ball. We get to search for Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Max Elixir. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach a basic energy card you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench. It doesn't work for Megas, by the way. Here's Energy Retrieval. Rare Candy. This is the card I was talking about. You get to skip 1 step of evolution. You go from your basic Pokemon straight to your stage 2 Pokemon. Very useful. Heavy Ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon with a retreat cost of 3 or more. Awesome. Especially, you might as well take advantage of that high retreat cost when you're running a Mega Steelix EX deck or a Steelix EX deck. Professor Birch's Observations, Lysander, Pokemon Fan Club, Skyla, Pokemon Center Lady, Steel Shelter. Each Steel-type Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, can't be affected by any special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. I have a Floatstone just because the retreat cost is so high for the Mega Steelix EX as well as the Steelix EX. And I'm going to show you the energies. But before I talk about the energies, I just want to say this deck is for fun. It's not a competitive deck. It's just because a fan asked for it. And I just build decks that are fun for me and hopefully fun for you to watch as well. And you're not going to, I don't think you're going to win any tournaments with this deck. There's a lot of faults with it, but I loaded lots of fun into the deck. We've got double colorless energy. We have generations, electric type energies, as well as generations, steel type energies. And I wanted to say something. I also made a second deck like this, and instead of using Magnemite and using Magnezone to collect energy, I use Bronzor and Bronzong. And that's just another way to get more energies on your bench Pokemon, but they must be in the discard pile. Ultimately, I decided to go this way with Magnezone because I didn't want to have all my cards being weak to fire type. So that solved a bit of that problem. And I'm dying to hear what you have to say about this deck. And I hope you enjoy the battle. So let's find an opponent now, shall we? All right, game on. And we're paired up very quickly with an opponent. It is Morganicus with a dark leaf and also a fighting type deck, so good luck. All right, so let's call the coin flip using our Mega Metagross coin. We choose heads. And Morganicus gets to choose who goes first. So as always, good luck, have fun. Morganicus decides to go first. Woo! We can power up a Pokemon with energy and strike on our first turn. It is Steelix EX with Wild Edge and Iron Tail. Not the card that I would have chosen to put out first because of its huge energy requirements. But all the same, it's already out. And we do have a double colorless energy. We have a Generations electric type energy. And look, it's Yveltal sleeves. Pretty cool. Thumbs up if you're an Yveltal fan. And will he put out a benched Pokemon? No, he won't. Here come our prize cards right now. And we're head-to-head with C-Dot with Call for Family. A decent way to begin, but look at the HP. It's HP 50. That's why I use a card like Kangaskhan or I use Skarmory because it's twice that HP. Wally, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, including Pokemon EX, and put it on to that Pokemon even on your first turn. Look, it's already Nuzleaf. With Corkscrew Punch and Razor Wind, you may have noticed that it has changed its type. It is now Dark type instead of Grass type. All right. Oh my gosh. So why don't we put out Steel Shelter? Each Steel type Pokemon pretty much is not affected by any special conditions, and you remove any special conditions that are on that Pokemon. Let's take a look at Skyla and look for a trainer card. What can we possibly use? Max Elixir. We can use Heavy Ball. Escape Rope. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of choices, but I say why not take a Heavy Ball and look for a Pokemon with a retreat cost of 3 or more and reveal it. I can think of one such as a Mega Steelix EX. Let's go bring it out. Let's bring out the full art one, Mega Steelix EX full art with Canyon Axe. We show it. I love Megas. They're so much fun to play. All right, so why don't I go and use Professor's Letter to search for 2 basic Pokemon? Sorry, to search for 2 basic energies. I'm choosing 2 Steel energies from the Generations set. Here we go. All right, so why don't we just start by powering up Steelix EX just a little bit. We end our turn here. We also have, aside from Mega Steelix EX full art, we have Escape Rope, Rare Candy, double colorless special energy. And we have an electric energy from Generations and also a Steel type energy. Okay, an evolution has taken place to Shiftry. Roll up, flip 3 coins. If any of them are heads, your opponent reveals his or her hand. Then for each heads, discard a card from your opponent's hand or otherworldly return. 60, put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. Okay. He used Silent to search for 3 basic energies. Here comes roll up. Heads, tails, tails. Okay, let's see what he's going to discard. I think in this case he gets to choose what he discards. Sure, that's what he got to choose. All right. It is time to attach a double colorless energy right now, and we're almost powered up to go. No matter what he discards right now, it's not really going to matter because Wild Edge is coming straight at him in a second. Okay, here we go. Neat card, though. Shiftry always is good for playing tricks. It makes Pokemon TCG and Pokemon TCGO so much fun when they make cards like that. All right, so onto his bench, there's an Inkay with Tackle and Puncture. There we go, 60 damage. He did Otherworldly Return for 60. And what was the other effect? Put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. It's Wally, and he can evolve to Malamar right now from Inkay. I guess when he has a chance to play that card. Okay, so let's put out Magnemite with Sparkling Induction to the bench. Pretty much when it's my active Pokemon, it makes the retreat cost 1 energy less for every Magnemite that's on my bench. All right, so here we go. Steelix EX is powered up. We're going to do Wild Edge. You may do 50 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. Okay, so let's see. So that's, this Pokemon is 140. Why don't we do 50 more damage? Sure. Sorry about that Shiftry and Shiftry fan. 130 damage. It's almost knocked out. And we take our punishment as well. It has a retreat cost of 1 energy, so they might want to retreat and heal it. Here comes Bridget. Search your deck for 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 basic Pokemon. And then you put them on your bench. What do you think? I say he's choosing 3 basic Pokemon. I don't say he's choosing an EX. What do you think? Ooh, I was wrong. It's Sharpedo EX full art with Hunt and Jagged Fang. All right. Exciting. There goes 1 energy onto Sharpedo that can drive you crazy with Hunt, the way it keeps making you switch back and forth. Okay. Here comes Otherworldly Return with 60 damage. I don't have to worry about Sharpedo coming and switching me around because I do have my escape rope. Here's the Bridget supporter card. He's going to... Oh. He didn't do anything. Let's go heal using our supporter card, our Pokemon Center Lady Nurse Joy. It takes the edge out of offer damage. I'm going to attach just an electric type energy because I don't have as many steel type energies in my deck. All right. Do I do Iron Tail for 100 plus? If I flip a coin and it does 100 times the number of heads, but if I don't get any heads, it does nothing. So why don't we do Wild Edge just for 80? Would I like to do 50 more damage to myself? No, thank you. It's going to knock out Shiftry just fine. There we go. An additional 80 damage for a total of 210. We take a prize card. And it's Heavy Ball. We search for a Pokemon with a retreat cost of 3 or more and we reveal it. Okay, you think you're going to drive me crazy with Hunt? You're wrong. There's Bridget. Search your deck for 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 just basic Pokemon and reveal them. I guess actually put them on your bench. Useful card. And remember, each turn you're only allowed to play 1 supporter card, but you can play as many item cards as you wish. Oh, look. So we've got a Pancham with Bad Influence Evolution. We have an Yveltal with Fright Night. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon tool card in play has no effect. He's using Professor's Letter to draw in 2 energies. There were 2 Dark-type energies. It's Inkay again with Ripoff and Cyburn. Okay, so he shifted me. Big whoop. Let's use our Heavy Ball to search for, I don't know, like how about a Mega Steelix EX? And there's our Mega Steelix EX with Canyon X. Let's Mega Evolve. I love Mega Evolution. That's what I live for in Pokemon TCG and Pokemon TCGO. So let's do it. Mega! I love it. Thumbs up if you also love Mega Evolution. I don't know what I'm going to do when Mega Evolution ends and they introduce GX cards with no more Megas or no more EXs. It's going to be, I wonder, without that evolution, how is it going to be as fun? So that tool card will have no effect, so I have to play it before Yveltal becomes my active Pokemon. Okay, here comes 3 energies for Jagged Fang. It's going to do 100 damage. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon, then discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, well, I have no energies attached. Here comes Hunt. Okay, 30. I just want to make sure I have the right amount of energies. I don't want to have one knocked off, so I'm going to attach an additional energy just in case. Let's do Canyon Axe. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance. Okay. So let's do 160 damage. Ooh. Almost enough to knock out Sharpedo. And Jagged Fang isn't going to be enough to knock us out for 100 unless he has some kind of special tool card to attach. Here comes 100 damage straight at us. We discarded 1 energy, and it's good that we attached an extra one. Okay, so why don't we attach Steelix? Let's put Steelix EX right here on our bench. Here comes a Steel-type Generations energy attached to Mega Steelix EX. And we're Mega Steelix EX head-to-head with Sharpedo EX Full Art. Okay, let's go and finish it off. Here comes Canyon Axe one more time. There we go, a total of 320 damage, and we take 2 prize cards. It's a Lysander, and it's a Max Elixir, and hopefully... Ooh, there's... Uh-oh, who's that? We've got an Yveltal break with Baleful Knight. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Okay. Oh, and we're head-to-head with Inkay. It has 150 damage. Sorry, it has 150 HP, and we can knock it out. Okay. He uses Fisherman to put 4 basic energy cards from his discard pile into our hand. Why don't we use our Max Elixir to search the top 6 cards of our deck for an energy? Unfortunately, we have none. But we can use our Lysander card right now to bring this break card straight to us, the Yveltal break. And let's knock it out with Canyon Axe. Sorry, Yveltal fans. I also am a big fan of Yveltal, but it's all in the name of fun. And our prize card is a Generations Electric type energy. So it's Morganicus' turn. We need to win 2 more prize cards. We're so fragile, we could really use a Nurse Joy card. We're 30 away from being knocked out. 30 fragile HP away from being knocked out. And this Steelix, oh, and he conceded. So what did you think of the game? How do you think this deck performed? We'd love to hear it in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? That's what we always want to know. Did you have fun watching? Should we continue doing Pokemon TCGO battles every Monday? That's Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Oh, we won 50 coins. Not bad at all. We get a mystery box and a bonus wheel reward ×3. So let's see. Is it enough for us to... We're so close to winning a Meloetta EX. Oh, let's have a look here. We've got enough to go shopping and buy a pack. So let's go shopping right now. We're going to click the shop button. Booster packs. Let's see what we have. There's XY Evolutions, XY Steam Siege, XY Fates Collide, XY Breakpoint, XY Breakthrough, XY Ancient Origins, XY Roaring Skies. This is something I can't buy. It needs real world money. Double Crisis, and there's Primal Clash, XY Primal Clash. I feel like I want to get a pack of Roaring Skies. I'm going to try to get a Shaman with Sky Return. I had a few of those cards, and I never used them. So I traded them away, but then I regretted it because I actually could work them into one of my decks. So let's wish us good luck. I'm sure a lot of people would hope that I get a Rayquaza EX or Mega Rayquaza EX. All right, so let's go to our collection right now. We'll go into packs, and there's a Roaring Skies pack with Mega Rayquaza EX. And good luck to us. All right, so we've got a Binacle, Gligar, Inkay, Bagon, Pikachu, Rayquaza Spirit Link, Executor, Steven, Togepi, and drumroll please, what will it be? Good luck to us. Oh! It's a Hydreigon EX full art with ability Dragon Road. If there is any stadium card in play, the retreat cost of each of your dragon type Pokemon in play is 2 energies less, 2 normal type energies less, that is. It does shred for 80 and 3 energies. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. What a wicked card. I've just been working on a dragon type deck as well, and I was hoping to get another one of these. Now I have 2, but I don't have a full art one. This one just looks wicked, so I was not expecting that. When I saw the single card, I just thought, okay, it's probably just going to be a rare, but I'll be happy with that. Instead, it's an ultra rare, and I'm just over the moon about that. So thumbs up if you also enjoyed that. I feel pretty happy about what we got there. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, would you just take a second to give us a thumbs up? We really appreciate your thumbs up, your kind comments, and when you just take a minute to press our subscribe button. It really helps our small channel grow, and we're ever so thankful for it. Also, if you take a minute, could you just tell one of your friends about the Jenna Em channel? Referrals really help our channel grow, and we're so thankful for every single referral that you send our way. It just says to us that you like the content we're making and you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and bye.